Hey guys, this is Issues with Taddy One Skip. I am Taddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Thai food, Japanese food, seafood, kosher food, I don't care. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, tea, coffee, I'm always hungry. Always ready to chat. Guys, Madeline Soto, 13 years old, and what did she say? I can't wait to turn 13 so I can go live in the woods. Why would a 13-year-old say that? Why would they think that they wanted to do that? Because things were so bad at home. Who missed the ball on this child? So we know the story. Stefan Stearns, who's now in jail, and he will do time regardless of him getting the MUR-DER charge for Madeline, because there was thousands of images on his phone of him doing the most vile acts to that child. And there's photos when she was as young as 11 years old. So we have to ask, where's the mom? What's up with Jenn Soto? Was she so desperate that she allowed her child to be ABU-SED by almost a 300-pound man, 13-year-old child, 11-year-old child? She was 8 when Stefan came in to their lives. Jenn Soto lies. She lies when she says that she saw Madeline get ready for school that day. She lies when she says what Madeline was wearing that day. She lies and then corrects her story, but her story doesn't make any sense because at 7:30 in the morning, Stefan Stearns is seen throwing Madeline's backpack with her school-appointed computer in the back of it, thrown in the trash in a dumpster in the apartment complex in which they live. And they don't live in that apartment complex alone. It's not just Madeline and Stefan and Jen. Nope. There's a grandmother there, and there's a sister, an aunt, I believe, there. There's 13-year-old Madeline Soto being compromised, and we're to believe that nobody knew anything about it. A child doesn't change after that. Their whole behavior, their whole demeanor, their whole attitude doesn't change when they're afraid of somebody. And we're to believe what? She wasn't afraid? My big thing here is that Jenn Soto is not being charged yet. And I think she's not being charged because they do want to get that MUR-DER charge on Stefan. And they're trying to work with Jen so that everything goes on Stefan and they get a watertight case. Here's the thing. They have photos. They have photos of what he did to this child. Essay! Why do they have to make a deal with the woman that put her daughter in harm's way? Why does she get a deal? I am so sick of these deals. Why doesn't CPS just come into play here? Why doesn't Child Protective Services look out for our children? Why are we going to let somebody take a pass for serving their child up to a monster? Have faith in the jurors that will be in that box, that's seeing photos of a 300-pound man and a young child in those acts. You think that that's a far fetch for a jury to think that he unalived her? That you have to make a deal with the mom? Stop making deals. She needs to do time. She needs to do time. She doesn't need to have more children. She needs to do time in prison, just like him. She failed her daughter. She did not allow her daughter to be safe. And she could have left because, see, they didn't really live together. He had his own apartment. He just came over. And she referred to him, Jenn Soto, the mother, referred to this monster as Madeline's stepdad. And when she said, oh, she was getting ready for school, and we took her and we dropped her off, and oh no, he took her and he dropped her off, and she was swaying during the interrogation, and he was there with his do-rag on and his hands crossed in front of him, and she was swaying, and there was nothing in her voice. There was no concern. There was no angst. And she claimed she didn't know where her daughter was. That's not the way a parent who is desperate and afraid for their daughter, that's not the way that they act, right? They don't want to stop looking for their kid. They want to find their kid. These people were just very nonchalant. Yeah, we saw her. We dropped her off. She didn't want to go up to school in the car that I was driving. You know, it's a thing with kids. So I dropped her off like a block away. Really, had he dropped her off where he said it was a half a mile away, right? But he didn't drop her off because she was, we believe, already DEAD. We already believe that. As a matter of fact, going through the gate of where they live, there is a limp body in the car that they don't think is alive. They already think that she's not alive in the car. And then they find the remains of this child where Stefan Stearns, had a flat tire, and somebody said, hey, listen, I saw that guy. He was fixing a tire. You know, so he's found. The mother's not concerned. He's not concerned. A phone call comes through. The question isn't, did they find her, or is she okay? Because they already know she's not okay. She's never going to be found, not alive. But why are they going to make a deal with the mom? The mom that made it okay. The mom that did not protect their daughter. Why is she going to get protection now? Why is there a deal for her now? Stop making deals. Stop making deals. Work harder. This woman belongs in prison. No deal. No protection. Just like her daughter Maddie had no protection. No deal. All she wanted to do was go live in the woods. To be left alone. To feel safe on her own because her mother failed her. Guys, we're going to stay on this case. It's a case about a child, and we're going to stay on this case. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you think. Madeline Soto, 13 years old, just turned 13 years old. All right, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind.